Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Albert and Billy Show. This is a special edition of the Albert and Billy Show. We're down here, well, we usually film on Fridays. We're filming this episode on a Wednesday to talk about the House of Hope with our guest, Bill Wolfe, and also to talk about where we're actually sitting right now. It's a project that he's working on at this very moment. Basically, it's going to be called the House of New Beginnings, right?
Right.
So we're going to be telling you about both of these places, and that's coming up here in just a few minutes, as Mr. Bill Wolfe is our guest today. And as you can see, I have a special co-host with me today. We'll thank all you guys for your thoughts and prayers for Papa. He did have a fall, but this time it was actually maybe a good thing. I get one of the blessing in disguises. Maybe it was one of them, because the impact of the fall actually, it helped them find what was wrong with him. So he gets to get off blood thinners. Basically, it was causing, I guess, hematoma, right?
Yeah.
So he gets to get off blood thinners. He complains about blood thinners on here quite a bit.
Well, yeah. Sometimes they can work against you.
He'll be glad of that. But he's on the mend. So today we have a special co-host, Miss Casey Robertson Shaver, whichever you want to call her. Everybody knows her as both. And she's worked with Hospice the last few years, haven't she?
Yeah, with Heart Hospice. Yeah.
And that's a tough industry. Let's just say not just anybody can do that, can they? That'd be impossible.
No, it's definitely a learned experience through life and through professional experience. You just kind of learn.
I know. Honestly, I really don't see how hospice nurses don't get severe depression. Like, I can tell you right now, I couldn't do a job like that.
Well, I'll give you a little bit of a hospice.
Thank God that there's people that can, but I know I couldn't do it.
Well, we know life is temporary for everybody. That's one of the very few guarantees in life, and so just to know some people are a little closer. Tragic death is a whole other topic, but for ones that know they're maybe just a little bit closer, know that they've got something going on, we can help prepare them and prepare their family. And statistically, people live longer on hospice.
Oh, okay.
Up to 3 months sometimes with hospice, because they're so closely managed. So.
Well, that is good.
Yeah. So it's not what it used to be. It's not just the last few days, and it's not just.
I'm glad you said that. I've noticed that last few years. It does seem like it's a lot longer now.
Yes. Yeah.
But they're comfortable. Like, I'm sure. I mean, most people, that's what they want. I'm sure.
Yeah, and they're not giving up. We're not giving up. It's just a different way to think about things.
Yeah. Well, it has to give them some hope too, and encouragement. I mean, it's an important job.
I get excited with the diabetics, or they get excited with me, and because I say, sometimes if they want to dedicate cake for breakfast, have a dedicate cake for breakfast. Those calories are better than no calories. So these are for the ones that are not really eating a whole lot.
Right.
Or if they're not sick, if they're with their blood sugars, if they don't get symptomatic with it. So
a lot of people don't know that, honestly. I didn't know that. Did you know that, Bill?
No.
I didn't.
So some calories are better than no calories. So if you have somebody that wants to dedicate for breakfast, hey,
that does make sense. I just never once thought about that, though.
Yeah.
As I tell Papa, I learn something new every day.
Absolutely.
Well, that was a lot. I didn't know a lot of that. So that's good. People need to know that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't.
No, and when they hear the hospice word, they just shut down.
Yes,
they shut down.
True. That is true. People need to understand it more.
Yeah. And it's just giving us a minute just to talk about it. No pressure one way or the other. Just for you to have information about what the services are and what it's not.
That's true. That's true. They know that too. Well, we do have some announcements for you folks. Let's see here. Definitely want to mention Valley Fest. That's coming up just around the corner, guys. May 6th and 7th. I don't have the list with me, but who's some of the performers this year? Do you guys know?
Mark Chestnut.
I thought he was.
Hunter Girl.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that till yesterday. That's awesome.
course, Cody McCarver will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's cool. That's a good lineup.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
line.
The Hunt, I did not know about Hunter girl
Jill's
till
kids.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Literally yesterday. But she's popular. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a good draw. She's really good too.
Yeah.
Actually, I think she really should have won that season of the
Yeah.
boys. I think most people felt that way too. So yeah, Valley Fest. They're getting good big stars every year now, basically for this
Right.
event, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Been pretty consistent with that. I feel like.
Yeah, whoever they got planning it's doing a good job.
I don't know who plans it. I think they have a committee, but yeah, they're obviously very good.
Yeah.
They've been very effective at their job.
Yeah.
That is for sure. But that is May 6th and 7th, guys. And there's also going to be, I don't want to get the date wrong though, but it might be in the paper over there, but the walk for mental health is coming up really soon. I just don't have the dates on it yet. It's in May though. I do know it's in May as the ambulance goes by. But I just can't remember the dates in May.
I saw it too. And
I
don't
know.
remember.
She was on the show last year to promote the event. It's a huge event.
Yeah.
That's a much needed thing too.
And you know what? Honestly, last year, I want to say it was on the same weekend as Valley Fest, but the times coordinated really good.
Oh, good.
Like
Good.
people were able to go to both. So it may be that weekend. I just don't know for sure. I don't want to say for sure without knowing, but that is a huge event. I can see it being that weekend, possibly because that's probably when the next cruise-in might be too. The cruise-ins here in Poplar the first weekend of the month. So, man, there'll be a lot to do the first weekend of May, folks.
Yes.
If it's what I'm thinking it is, there's going to be a lot of events going on that weekend. And, well, if you've been listening to WAT, you know that we have been having coverage of the Bledsoe County Lady Warriors softball team this year. We actually started it last year, not the season, but when they made their big postseason run. We were approached with that, and they deserved the recognition, so we were glad to do that. We broadcast all the postseason games last year. They made a huge run last year. They make state appearances, and they won the first round of the sub-state in Pikeville. They won the region in Pikeville. Those huge crowds. It was a real feel-good story.
Oh yeah.
And they're young. I remember saying last year, this is a young team, so they're going to be good for a few more years at least.
Yeah.
And so far this year, they're undefeated.
They've remained undefeated, and what?
They beat Ray County again. That's 2 wins over Ray County, which in itself is a huge win because they're a good team for one. Plus, they're a AAA school, a much bigger school.
Right.
So that's a big win.
Well, and two, what they're doing is a lot of times they're only playing 3 or 5 innings. Like
they're blowing people out.
So 3 inning game, 5 inning game. That's a long drive to some of these places to play 3 innings. I'm sure they're glad to be there and glad that they're so good. But look, that's a long drive to some of these places.
I didn't think that's funny.
Yeah.
Because they have been smoking people.
Not even
I'm telling
games.
you.
Yeah.
I was impressed when I saw the scores. I think they've only had 2 or 3 close games. That's the truth.
Yeah,
they
Ray
have
County,
absolutely slaughtered everybody else.
Ray played them 7 innings.
Ray
I think
County
the first time, and then recently this week.
I think that's by far the closest game. Now their next game, which I think is tomorrow's, but I don't know about the weather, is against South Pittsburgh, and I believe South Pittsburgh has a good team. I think we've already played them. It was a close game. I mean, Bledsoe won. It was at South Pittsburgh, but it was a much closer game.
Yeah.
So that's the only games I know of that were within single digits.
Yes.
The rest of them have been absolute blowouts.
Yeah.
So definitely check it out, though, folks. You can listen to it on the radio, and their home games, though, come down and check them out. I think a lot of people might still think that they play, on the old ballpark field because they did for so long.
Yeah.
So you need to remember they play actually at the middle school. Basically, it's the softball stadium there at the middle school. Because I've had people tell me if there's some confusion on that. So we'll make that clear so you can go support them. And who knows what they'll be able to do this year, you know. They'll be they are the defending district champions and region champions. So I look for them to repeat that for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And let's see. Oh yeah, the BCHS Drama Club. They're going to be performing Frozen Junior. That's going to be May 6th and 12th at 6 p.m. Well, so that's going to be a play, right? That'll be good.
The drama club is.
Because the choir is doing something too, or is it kind of running hand in hand?
I'm not sure.
I
would imagine it's probably different.
Yeah, it is. They did like movies. They're singing songs from little kid, like Disney movies and things like that. Because Timothy Hall's on
we
couple
did
weeks ago about that.
The mock DUI crash recently, and the drama club students were amazing.
I bet.
Absolutely amazing.
Right.
They always do a good job on these plays, don't they?
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah, so I'm sure on something like this too, it would be.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Now, who does the drama? Is it still Donna Taylor?
I'm not sure who.
Yeah.
I didn't see her there.
I'll have to kind of check into that. I know that it was her for a long time, and we've had them on the show.
Yeah.
But I don't think people realize how strong of a drama club we have every year at the high school.
Yes, yeah.
It's pretty amazing. It's been like that for a long time, folks. Well, Casey, you got a few announcements.
I have a couple of things. The Tennessee Strawberry Festival is coming up too over in Dayton. They've got a lot going on. I think starting this weekend with the pageant. So,
okay. Dang, so it's about to kick off. Good deal.
So I don't know if they're gonna give us a list of events over here for our paper, but you can look them up online.
Yeah, and the carnival, I guess, starts over the weekend.
Probably next weekend.
Okay.
I would say.
Okay.
I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that.
It is a pretty long event, though. That makes sense.
Yeah. We've got June the 3rd through the 12th is it's called IRT Innovative Readiness Training.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. Say that 3 times.
No wonder they call it IRT.
IRT. And that's exactly why they. Yeah. That's why they.
Tell us about IRT. Casey.
Well, so it's a military event, and they're coming in to do no cost medical, dental, vision, mental health treatment.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So the 3rd through the 12th. So it's kind of like an extended kind of round kind of clinic, if that's
They've
kind of
never done this.
No. So they're going to be here at Bledsoe County High School.
Wow.
Mondays through Fridays, they're going to be open 8 to 5, and then Saturday, Sunday 8 to 4. And it's just first come, first served. You can do more than one thing at a time. Or just like if you need to fill in, but they needed to see something about a mole or whatever it may be. You can do it both at the same time.
Maybe that's why Miss Jen Frechette asked me to she needed to talk to me about something. I think it was similar to that. That's what it is.
She's a big part of this. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she's a big part
I
of
was
it.
sitting there thinking, I bet that's what she was going to talk to me about.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They're gonna be here and at Ray County High School as well. The same time. So they're looking for volunteers for the program while they're here to sign people up to just help people navigate through the different.
Okay, well, that's good.
Parts.
So maybe we have some people out there that'd like to help out with that cause.
Yeah. Yes.
It would be a good one, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And they make glasses. They're going to make glasses on site.
Wow.
This
is the first year for it to be here, I'm sure.
Yes, and it's a big to do. Amazing. I mean, even
really is
sports physicals. So they're going to do a lot with that.
Real good.
If there's any, and Bill, you may help with this or no. Anybody wants to do any activities? So after clinic activities with the military, that are going to be staying here. Softball game or flag football or just. We're trying to think of things for them to do after.
Well, that's good that you say that. Because people need to know that. We need to try to help out this as a community with that.
They're because once they're here. Most of them, I think, just kind of bus in, and so very few will have actual vehicles here. So bringing activities to them.
We need to. Then.
Yeah.
I like that.
You might think about doing
something.
On-site show there.
That would be really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be talking to the producer about that one.
Yes, yeah. And one more good thing about that is, and they've got an aftercare list kind of. So if somebody does need something, if they have a mammogram and they find something, even something they need followed up on, or
they help them with that. That's good too.
Yeah, just to pass along different places that they can go for this for follow-up care.
Yeah, well that's a good thing to have too.
Yeah.
Is that it for the announcements? Or you got another one?
Well.
Is that it?
Yeah.
You
or
sure?
Avery, no.
Oh
Avery, yes.
I knew there's one more.
How can I forget? I've been talking about it for a month. Avery Robertson signed with Bryan College to play baseball, and so we're super proud of him.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's on the Bloodsonian there.
Right? Front page.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I guess he's super excited about that too, isn't he?
He is. He's a man of few words, so
I'm sure.
You can see he smile. When he smiles, you can tell. But yes, you need to know who's excited. You can look at me or smile.
I bet. Well, I'll let our guest co-host today come up with a trivia deal. But keeping with tradition, we always have the guest to contribute on the trivia, because as my lifeline. Because usually I need a lifeline with Pawpaw's questions. As the viewers know, they are all over the place.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are extremely hard. It keeps me on my toes on the trivia, let me tell you.
Preparing for this, I thought I knew quite a bit of stuff. Until you go to write it down to ask somebody else, you're like, oh, well, now is that right? I've got to look it up and make sure.
Yeah. I hear it all the time, people tell me how smart Papa is. I've always known that. He is very smart, because when you go to do it, you realize, like, dang, that takes time. And they just randomly come to him. That's why they're all over the place sometimes.
I had to do a list. I've got a list.
Well, Bill, you can be my lifeline.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll know them, but we'll see.
Okay. All right. First one, sports.
We'll have a chance then.
Bledsoe County High School has had 3 athletes signed to play college sports this year.
Oh, crap.
Do you know what sports that they are in?
Is it 3 different sports?
3 different sports.
Oh, wow. Well, baseball.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Football?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Soccer.
Ooh, good guess, Bill. Soccer?
Basketball.
Yeah, is it?
Basketball.
Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say.
Baseball, football, and
basketball.
That's really good.
Bonus points if you know who they are.
Avery Robertson.
Avery Robertson.
I've got kids in high school, so I keep up with this.
There's the bonus points right there. Avery Robertson.
He's going to get tired of hearing me say.
Well, who are they?
Hunter Clark for football.
Oh, I can see that.
And Eli Tabor for basketball.
Oh, I did. I did see that. I forgot about that.
And there's a rumor. I've not followed it up, but that we've got somebody maybe looking to sign with a fishing scholarship. So hopefully
that's pretty cool.
Hopefully, if that's the case, we may be hearing something about that soon.
Oh, we'd have to on that, because that's so new.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
It's probably Bryce, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
That'll be Sawyer someday.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Yes.
He loves fishing.
Yes. Oh gosh.
I ain't never seen a little kid love fish like Sawyer in my life.
No, when he likes something, he goes all out.
He
Sawyer
does.
Does, don't he? I remember that. He was into garbage trucks.
He went through that phase.
And they made him the most awesome Halloween costumes.
Yeah,
he was. I mean, epic Halloween costumes.
He went all out on that too.
Yeah.
We've had him on here talking about fishing with one of his little buddies, Nick Smith's son.
Oh, okay.
They were comical. That was entertaining to say the least.
I'd say.
The He's very professional too at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Knows his stuff.
He does. He knew everything there was to know about fishing.
That's probably why he's so good at it.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're ready for our next question.
Okay, next question. So, what area or which state is Area 51 located in?
New Mexico. Maybe.
Is that your final answer?
I don't know. I don't know. Is it New Mexico or Nevada?
I don't know.
Or am I way off? Dang it.
You're warm. You're
I'm
warm.
really warm.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, maybe when I'm thinking New Mexico, maybe I'm thinking of Roswell. That's probably what I'm thinking of, the UFO stuff. Okay, so it's not New Mexico. Okay.
Arizona.
What'd you say?
Arizona.
No?
No.
Gosh, are we like all around it?
You've already said it. You've already said it once.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Nevada.
What?
He don't remember what he said.
New Mexico, Nevada.
Nevada.
Okay,
yes,
good.
Yes. Oh gosh, that's great.
I knew it was kind of out in the desert.
Yes.
Well, they're just no telling what really.
They can
goes
keep
on
it over
there.
there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
they can.
Keep
I
it.
don't think I'll even want to know, to tell you the truth.
No.
No,
'Cause
I'll be.
there is no telling.
Yeah,
No
I'll be
telling.
blissfully ignorant.
Yeah, I think
don't
I
wanna
will
know.
be on
Yeah.
that subject. Absolutely.
All right. So next one is what's the largest organ in the human body?
Oh wow, I'm gonna leave Bill to answer that.
Yeah, no pressure.
Is it the heart? I mean, is it
The
the
liver?
heart?
It's actually the skin.
Oh, the skin.
The skin.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's a
Yes.
trick
Yeah.
question.
That is a trick question.
Yeah, because you always think it's something internal, but it's
Yeah.
not necessarily. Yeah,
Wow.
It don't have to be internal.
I bet that one stumped a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So
That was a good trick one right there.
I like this one. You may have more time with this. Name an animal that can't jump.
Animal?
I tried to not look at the answers when I was looking some of these up, and it was not as easy as I thought it would be.
I bet.
Yeah, naming it.
An animal that cannot jump.
Can't jump.
Oh wow. Well, we know it ain't cat or dog. Or
Yeah.
Squirrels jump. Birds don't jump. Wait, do they? Birds might jump.
Well,
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They fly.
I
and
mean,
jump.
some of them might not, but yeah, not yeah.
Well, shoot. Well, I guess even as fat as they are, I guess rhinos can jump, can't they?
No, that's on the list. They cannot jump.
Oh, is it more than one animal?
There's four.
No, well, okay, we'll say I get credit for that.
He did answer that right. Yes,
You
you didn't have to name four.
But I would say I can't see an elephant doing too well in that department either.
Yeah, elephants don't jump. Yeah.
Hippo probably.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
hippopotamus
Yeah.
jump?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I can't see that either.
No. And an animal that I relate to often is a sloth. They
Oh,
don't jump.
They're too lazy to jump. They always just
always-
they woke up from a nap or something,
Yeah.
don't they?
I was coming down Fredonia Mountain about a month ago from seeing a patient or talking to him about hospice, and there was a random sloth in a tree.
No.
I don't know who put it up there, but just a random.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real, because that ain't something you see a lot
No,
for
I'm
sure
just,
around here.
Just a stuffed animal, somebody stuck it up there, but it really.
That freaked you out
Yeah.
at first.
Yeah, you have people running off the mountain in Fredonia up there. You might want to go check for the sloth.
Well, I think we've done pretty good so far,
So
man.
far.
Yeah.
How many are they?
Well, I just got a few here. Okay. So
No, I'm just preparing myself.
well, I've got as many
You
as
get-
you want now.
Oh, we can
No.
take at least 3 more.
Okay, 3 more.
That don't mean they got to be real hard or nothing.
Okay, this should be an easy one.
Okay.
What fruit does SpongeBob live in?
Oh, pineapple.
Yes. Okay.
Right in
Alright.
the theme song, isn't it?
Oh, listen, Billy is going to feel personally attacked by this question.
Uh-oh.
But what kind of battery does a smoke detector take? Traditionally.
this is like one of those so easy that it messes with you.
Yeah.
It's gonna make me mad too.
Yeah. I know you'd have a hard time with this one. Yeah, yours is beeping.
I have beat the crap out of mine before.
Well, let's replace the batteries.
My smoke detector went off one night and just kept keeping me. Every time I'd fall asleep, it would keep going off. So I took care of that sucker. Let me tell you.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to change it when the time changes.
I definitely did not do it that night. I destroyed it. Man, it's gonna be crazy.
So we have to edit that out for your
What is a clue? What is a clue? Is there a clue you can give me, maybe?
It's not the traditional size. When you think of a battery, it's not round.
Dang it. I'm going to be mad if you tell me, but I cannot think.
9 volt.
What?
The little square ones.
9 volt.
Oh, dang it.
Yes, yeah.
I knew it. I hate it when I cannot get those answers right. I hate it.
Oh gosh. Okay, here's another method.
Papa does that to me all the time, Bill. Okay.
Here's a medical one. What medicine is recommended at the first sign of a heart attack?
Oh, it's aspirin, isn't it? All right.
Yes.
Got that at least.
Yes.
Well, maybe we get this last one right.
And who is on the face of a dollar bill?
That'd be Mr. George Washington.
Right.
The first president. That's right. And those people that want to change history can't change that, can they? He was the first president.
Yeah, there's something.
I remember learning that as a very little kid. But for some reason, the ones you really remember growing up, I did anyway, was George Washington and Abraham Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those are the ones you always knew, wasn't it?
I'd be I would have been offended if I was any of the rest of them.
I know.
Why did you not remember
those are the two that everybody remembered for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's what we're taught about.
I know it. Well, we'll be right back after this commercial break, folks. You did good on trivia though, Bill. I appreciate it. And Mr. Bill will be with us when we come back, and we'll be talking about where we are right now. This is called the House of New Beginnings. He'll be telling you all about that and a lot more. So stick around, folks. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
Welcome back, folks, to the Albert and Billy Show, a special edition. As we said, we're here at the House of New Beginnings. Or I should say the future, I guess we could say the future House of New Beginnings, with our guest Bill Wolfe. He's going to be telling you guys all about that. And of course, once again, my guest co-host is Casey Robertson, as I know her, Casey Robertson Shaver, as some of you may know her. And we are here at the future location for the House of New Beginnings. Mr. Bill Wolfe, so tell us what the goal for the House of New Beginnings is. What's it all about?
Well, we get a lot of calls, Billy, to put people up that become homeless due to fires, maybe domestic situations, different situations where DCS might call, SETHRA, different organizations. And there's nowhere in the valley to put anybody up.
There's not, are there?
There's not, no. Somebody becomes homeless, we have to refer them to different counties.
Yeah, that's a bad feeling.
Bledsoe, Sequatchie County has nowhere to put people up. So we started talking about what we could do here at Lee Station Baptist to help take care of people who have not a long-term stay, but things maybe a few days in a good warm place where they can stay cool in the summer, warm in the winter, have meals and a place to wash their clothes, to sleep for a few days.
Because it could be you tomorrow, honestly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We never know when,
you don't.
God forbid that anybody loses their house to a fire or whatever.
Right.
So we had this house sitting here. This house was probably built in the early 60s.
Yeah.
And the gentleman that was a fixture here in this area for years lived here and went to church here, and then he passed away.
Okay.
And so we began to talk about it. Some of the guys in the church and the people in the church came and said, let's remodel the house next door. And do that. And it's a big undertaking, as you can see. Everything's old in here and kind of falling apart, but we begin to pray about that, and God has just given us the direction to do this thing. And I've already gotten calls from contractors saying, send me a list of building materials. Another guy who owns a building supply said, I've got guys that can come and do that. So we're going to get these two guys together, get the building supplies in here, and then we've got guys that will come in and go to tear out what needs to be tore out and replace it with brand new stuff, because we want it to look nice and be nice.
Absolutely.
And it'll be one of a kind up and down the valley here. And we'll be able to help with people. We already have the House of Hope. We started that in 2014 in downtown Pike.
It's been, a lot of people may not know the House of Hope is down here too.
Right.
Literally just right
across the street
there. So it's a cool looking little building.
It is.
I like it.
We supply people with clothing, furniture, household items of every kind, food. We help with electric bills, medicines, gas to get back and forth to cancer treatments.
That's a good thing.
We have been, God is blessing, and He keeps blessing. And sometimes it gets a little bit low, but it never runs out.
Right.
And that's how God works. And I've had to ask forgiveness for doubting a lot of times, Casey, but He always provides. And and we got excited about this house because I get calls and say, do you have anywhere to put them? And the answer is now is no. Now.
That has to be an uneasy feeling.
It does. It's heartbreaking.
It is.
And that's why I talked to the folks at Lee Station and said, what can we do? I said something about one of our little buildings over here about making it into a tiny home. And the people came back to me and said, no, let's don't do that. That's not big enough. Let's do the house. I like their way of thinking. So we got excited about this and began to get the word out. But we're still going to need monetary donations in funding this, keeping the lights on, keeping things going. And I'm sure that there may be one or two things that we may have to pay for to get it done here.
At least at first,
So we're going to need the help of the community.
That's what I was saying.
And they can call me on my cell phone if they'd like to donate, or if they have donations of supplies or whatever, paint, brushes, whatever.
Anything
all this thing, anything will help, And but they can call me at 423-667-2287.
Okay.
And I'll be happy to talk with them and tell them all about it. They can come and look and see for themselves if they want to.
That would be even better, really.
Right, because we've got to. This house was built way back when we had fuse boxes, so we're taking that out, rewiring, putting in up to date.
Which that's good. That's good, but that is quite an undertaking.
It is an undertaking, but we serve a big God.
But it is. At the end of the day, when it's done, though, it's going to be
nice.
A really good thing.
Yes, I want a good, nice place for these people to come in and lay their head.
They deserve it.
Yes, they do, because different kinds of trauma that happens to people.
Oh yeah.
When if you became homeless, that's a trauma. It's an absolute trauma.
Yeah.
And we have families, like I say, with DCS who Our law enforcement, we work well with all the law enforcement agencies up and down the valley, and we get calls from them.
Because
the school systems,
they have to be taken somewhere.
Yeah,
and it is a problem.
It
really
is. Yes.
So this is a very good thing you guys are doing.
Yes.
Really long overdue.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So it's a very good thing you guys are doing.
We work well with the school systems. We get calls from school systems all the time. Kids are needing this and this and this. And, we were talking earlier about the place that we live. We live in the best place in the world, I think.
I know.
People around here are so generous.
I know.
And
you don't get that everywhere. You don't.
You don't. But in this valley, when people has a need, everybody wants to help.
Yes.
Everybody does. And it's wonderful. We have great people here that grew up here, people that have moved in here, and they all want to help too. They all want to help. So, and this has been a thing on my heart for the last 4 or 5 years now.
Oh, okay.
And so we've been praying about it, and now it's coming to pass.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a big thing, and it's going to happen. We hope our target date is sometime this fall.
Wow.
We hope,
that's really good.
Wow. That's what we're shooting for.
Wow.
And the way things are moving, I really believe it's going to take place. So.
Well,
and we'll have you back down here, and we will have heat on then.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, for once I'm a little cold.
Yeah.
That's a rarity.
We'll have some heat then, though. So.
I was sitting there thinking, we'll have to come back and see the finished product.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Because that's going to be huge when it's done.
Yes.
That really is.
We easily take things for granted, and you're just saying a warm, safe place, and
I know.
not everybody's got that, and that's a wonderful thing that you've noted that need, and
because unfortunately people can be very judgmental of people in these situations, and we never should be, because it really could be you tomorrow. So I think people are too quick to judge a lot of times anyway.
They are.
But especially in situations like that, they really are. You don't know what that person's been through. You don't know their story.
We'll get a call from the deputies sometimes, and they'll have a person that's needing a place to stay the night to get from point A to point B. Yeah. And, they'll be allowed to stay here. And,
that's good.
Of course, there'll be rules.
That'll be neat.
Yeah. We'll have guidelines that they have to go by, and things like that. But it'll be a place of warmth, and they'll be showed love and concern.
Yeah. Just having somebody that cares about you.
Yeah.
Or cares what happens to you.
Yes, exactly. Because not everybody has that.
Yeah.
They just don't.
They don't. No.
Just knowing that little fact right there is enough to. Enough for some of them, you know what I'm saying, to make a huge difference in their life.
Yes.
So I don't see anything but positive that will come from this bill.
It's all positive, yes.
Yeah.
And we care about the people out there, and of course we don't want to see anybody. Unfortunately, certain times of the year, house fires are bad.
I know.
My cousin's wife lost her parents to a house fire this last year.
Wow.
And it's out on Rockdale, and it's tragic. It's tragic.
God,
but and when that happens, then the children are without a home.
I know.
Mom and dad is without a home.
That's terrible.
And you don't have. Most people aren't blessed enough to have anywhere to go.
No.
Right.
They just don't, and so they can come here.
That's real good, because that's a tough situation where it happens like that, and so you don't have a whole lot of time to find somewhere to go either.
No.
It's a lot.
And you don't realize what you don't have until you go to use it.
That is so true.
A toothbrush, toothpaste. You don't.
We take all those things for granted.
Yes.
We really do.
So it'll all be stocked with all that kind of stuff, and we'll just make sure that they have what they need.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an update on that.
Yes.
Is there a Facebook page or anything that they can go to as well for any of this?
One of the ladies or young ladies is working on one for the House of New Beginnings. So we're going to
That's
get that.
good. That's
we're going to
good.
start sharing that and getting that out.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Do you have one for the House of Hope?
We do have a Facebook page for the House of Hope and also Lee Station Baptist.
Okay, well, you guys can get on either one of those.
Right.
And obviously mention the House of New Beginnings. You can talk about it on there.
Yes.
If you'd like to help volunteer.
Yes,
until
absolutely.
theirs gets going.
Yes.
That's not a bad idea because they obviously are going to need volunteers.
Exactly.
And,
Exactly.
But what you're volunteering to, you're giving to something really special that is very much needed in this community and this valley. So,
Right.
you'll be rewarded for it. It's a good thing.
Right.
But yeah, they need all the help they can get with this, folks.
Exactly.
So, get on their Facebook pages. Like we just said, Lee Station Baptist Church has their Facebook page, or you can go to the House of Hope Facebook page. And
Or the
coming
Wolfe
soon,
page.
the House of New Beginnings Facebook page.
Or my Facebook page.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can get on Bill's Facebook page
Yeah.
soon.
Or call me, man. We'd love to talk to you about it. Yeah.
And like volunteers for anything, like it'll be needed for just all kinds of things, really, won't it?
Yeah.
Donations too. I think
Yeah,
they'd be
donations.
willing
would be
to
big,
pick it up if you've got
Yes.
something.
Oh yes,
true.
we
Yes.
most certainly, yeah.
Yeah.
And they will need donations. You'll need that.
Yes, need all donations. Yes.
And I'd say you'll be surprised by the turnout for it.
I think so.
I'll look forward to seeing the result of that. I think a lot
Yes,
of
me
people
too,
will
Bill.
contribute. I really
Yes,
do.
it's going to be really nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So just remember, you'd be giving for a really good cause, folks.
Yes.
That's for sure. Well, is there anything else you want to tell people about it? Anybody know a good joke? One thing I forgot. Let's get it. Papa does jokes at the end of every episode. And my problem is I can't never
remember a
them
joke.
to tell.
Yeah.
I know all kinds of them, but they're way back there.
Yeah. And some I know may not be appropriate for TV.
Yeah.
So, we will have some jokes. I'll be prepared with jokes next time. I did so good up until the end. I can't believe I forgot the jokes. And I do have like two good ones in the back of my mind, but the reason I'm not telling them is because I can't remember the whole joke.
Yeah.
So it would just get you irritated. I wouldn't be able to finish it. Totally wouldn't be able to finish it. But the one I let Papa told, but I don't know if I'll be able to tell it right, but he's told one on the show a few times about these three elderly women, sisters that lived together. Like one was 96, 94, 92, and one of them is in the shower and she's getting out. I think this is the 96-year-old, and she says, "Help, I need some help." Like she couldn't remember what to do basically to get out of the shower. So then the other sister come up there, to help. And I don't remember what she forgot, but she forgot something too. But basically the other sister, the youngest one, she was hearing this and she was just like, "My goodness, what's wrong with y'all?" But she knocked on she's the one that does, she knocked on the tables when she done that, And she's like, "So I'll be right there. I gotta get the door. Somebody's at the door," And of course, there was nobody at the door. It was just her doing that. But Papa he knows the punchline so good. But it's one of the funniest jokes he's ever told. I'm telling you. Hear him say it, but I can't remember what the second one forgot. So that's why.
Billy forgets to.
That's why I can't tell it good. Yeah, I need to start writing them down. I'm told jokes all the time. I'll remember them for, maybe a day if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
Do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah. And some of them so good, you're like, "Oh yes, I've got to remember that one."
I need to just write them all down because I know good and dang well I'm not going to remember any of them.
Yeah.
That's a joke in itself.
Yeah, there you go.
Is
Don't have
expecting me to remember one.
Don't have unrealistic expectations about yourself.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. Oh, did y'all know any birthdays this month? I didn't do that either because I didn't have the calendar in front of me. We had the names on them, but If you don't, that's good, but you know.
I think I remember Ashley Thomas's may have been yesterday or the day before.
Oh, okay.
Ike Lockhart was yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday, Ike and Ashley. Know both of them. Well, that's good.
Yeah,
You know any?
Me and my brothers is tomorrow.
Really?
Oh, happy early birthday.
Well, yes, y'all's is tomorrow. Your brother, both of y'all's tomorrow. That's right.
He's,
Twins?
no, he's
No.
4 years older.
Oh, the same
But
day.
they had the same birthday.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I forget about that all the time.
Daniel George's was last Friday.
Really?
Yeah, Daniel's was, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, happy belated birthday to Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel cracks me
We've
up.
got 18 people in our church that had birthdays in April.
Oh,
Dang.
In our church. 18
Wow,
people.
that is a lot. That is a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I guess so. Happy birthday to Daniel, Ike, and Ashley.
Yeah.
And if we forgot about it, it wasn't intentional. I just didn't have my calendar with me. But that is it for this special edition of the Albert and Billy Show. We want to thank our guest, Mr. Bill Wolfe, once again for joining us today. You can also watch him preach every Sunday on Facebook Live too, can't they, Bill?
Yeah, sure can.
Check that out.
11 o'clock.
That's right. And also, obviously, thanks once again, Casey, for joining me today and helping me out as my guest co-host. Filling in for Albert. Albert's on the mend, though, folks. Like I said, Papa's on the mend, but thanks for all the prayers and thoughts. We really do appreciate it. He'll be really glad to hear that. So, but he's back and he's home, so we're glad to hear that part.
Absolutely.
But we'll see you guys next time for an edition of the Albert and Billy Show. Until then, so long, folks, and have a great week. See you, folks. Hey, folks, Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks, everybody, for watching.